España o ganada la Copa del Mundo. In English, Spain has won the World Cup. I say that again. In English, Spain has won the World Cup. Congratulations to Spain. Spain is one of those teams that has limited amount of supporters because a lot of people don't know a lot of the players. But anyways, welcome to all the football lovers. Welcome to all the every 4-year fanatics. Welcome to all of those who like to fall in love with footballers that don't even know them. But what a tournament it was. What a tournament it was. And this tournament will teach us a lot. As long as you're willing to learn, this tournament will teach you a lot. Football is more than just, hey, I like this team. We the true football lovers. We do things in depth. We just don't want to know, hey, what's a goal score? Yeah, who scored? No, it's more than that. It's more. But however, there are some good takeaways that you can take from the 2026 World Cup. One of those takeaways is every side is catching up. Maybe not Jamaica, but every side is catching up. And I like that. Another thing they can take away from this is never take another team lightly just because they don't have a history of the World Cup. Because it's still 11 versus 11 players out there. It's still 11 versus 11. Another takeaway from this tournament: don't see 1-0 as a lead and just decide to defend. It's not going to work. Maybe that's what the opponent needs, to see you go into defensive mode and keep attacking it. Now, we have to give Spain their props because Spain's very first game, remember I just said, a lot of these teams, you have to be very careful with them because they are catching up. Spain versus Cape Verde. Spain had problems. It was 0-0. Missing. Chances were there, but they were just missing all of those chances. So another takeaway from the World Cup is believe in the youth. Believe in the youth. We see signs like Portugal not using youth. Pay the price. We see that. You're going to pay the price. In the last World Cup in 2022, Alex Ferguson, the great legend from Manchester United, said the game is going to be faster. Players are going to be very younger. Ronaldo didn't listen. Ronaldo just decided, hey, I want to be back at the World Cup and blah, 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 blah. The game is getting faster. Alex Ferguson predicted that, and it has happened. Now, some of these teams, you can have a little here and there say about them as to why they faltered along the way. First up, without even coming to the World Cup, is the Italians. Everybody likes to see the Italians play some football. Everybody likes to see the Italians, but I don't know what's been happening lately. The third consecutive World Cup finals being missed by the Italians. The world like to see the Italians. Now, Italians have a little thing about them where they tend to get very angry when World Cup spots are given to, let's say, the CONCACAF or Oceania, and that one spot could have been theirs. They don't like it. They get very angry. Italians get very angry when a spot is not given to them. So that's said about Italy. The Germans lack a striker from the get-go. That was Germany's biggest problem. They lack a striker. Havertz for Arsenal is not that striker is going to win you the World Cup. He will score, but his strike rate is very low. So Havertz will give you 1 goal out of maybe 10 to 12 chances. That's not a high rate. That's not a very high rate. We see Norway with a very good striker. If that striker gets one chance, it just might go in. And Norway with Erling Haaland lost because his own teammate refused to give him the ball. It was a very good team. They were the ones who should have eliminated England. The Norwegians, the Norsemen, the Scandinavians, as they call themselves. Right? We move over now to, let's say, the Netherlands. Good players, good team, just didn't cross that last line. I think they make it to what? Round of 32? Didn't pass that. But it's a very good team. The defense is good. They lack creativity. They lack moving forward. They lack that playmaker. Cody Gakpo, not bad. Need a little bit more though. We move down now to the Portuguese. The Portuguese had an ego problem. That's the thing with the Portuguese. It's not just Ronaldo. He's just a part of it. The Portuguese, they recently have Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes has just won the best player in the EPL. Now he's coupled up with the PSG players. So that midfield era, everyone acting as if they are the general. Nobody wants to do the dirty work. Look at me, I'm top player for England. The others are saying, look at me, I won the Champions League. If they had players that did not have all that stigma, all that name attached, all those titles, they would have done much better. They would have done much better. And again, with Portugal, they did not believe in the youth. Ramos is the one who should be up front running like crazy. It's when things start getting bad, you want to pick Ramos. Ronaldo should be coming off the bench. So they have it again. Ego Ronaldo, thinking he should start every game and play every game for 90 minutes without even moving. How can you play football without even moving? How can you do that? France. What can we say about France? I think France is a good midfielder, or should I say a good winger, that's being played out of position in the midfield. Why do coaches do that? If you have a player that's good on the wing, why would you want to carry him in the middle? Olise is the one I'm talking. He's a right winger. Coach Deschamps decided to put him in the middle. Okay. So now you have Dembele. Dembele now is saying, I have the Champions League. Olise is saying, I won the Bundesliga. And the other man, Mbappe, not saying much, but saying, I am the man for France. So here we have some ego again. Some ego coming in, and then you have everybody wants to win the golden boot. Yeah? Everybody going after that golden boot. Olise is good going forward. Olise is not a good defender. He's not good going back. The great Kante is the man for that. Run the midfield like crazy. Why didn't Kante get in the game? I don't know. Good playmakers like Turkey got a little bit of game. But that's just how it goes. Coach made his decision, and that's just it. The English, England, Britain, UK, whatever you want to call it, right? The coach is suicidal. The English coach is suicidal. Remember I said, now we should have gotten them out. It was just Haaland, teammate, didn't give him the ball. So here we have England getting another chance to go through and play Argentina. And you're playing Argentina, and then they were around the 68 minutes, you're 1-0 up. The man that scores the goal, the man with the most, encouragement to score another goal, that's the one they took off. Why would you do that? The one that is running and scoring goals, that's the one you took off. And you put in a defense, and you're telling the team that, hey, once you put a defense there, you're actually telling your team it's time to defend. Let us defend this 1-0. 1-0 is not a lead in football, especially in the World Cup. And we now move over to the Brazilian team. The Brazilian team made a few mistakes, just like the English team as well as the Portuguese team. They followed the English mistake by carrying injured players. There are players that are not 100% fit. There are players that are coming back from injury. Players that are like maybe 70% fit and can only play a few minutes. While there are others on the bench that's 100% fit. You don't want to give them any game, you don't want to feature them. They have a youngster like Hendrick. This is where they are following Portugal now. They don't want to use the youth. You have a youngster like Hendrick and you don't want to give him any game. Let him go out there and run him heart out. That is his dream. That is his dream. Yeah. So Brazil, they faltered in that manner by not believing in the youth and taking injured player. England now, what they did, they have Saka. Saka was not 100% fit. They have Jordan Henderson. Henderson is there for some amount of experience, but they didn't use him. They didn't need him. They didn't need Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson didn't play any game. He was celebrating a victory, fell and broke his wrist. We didn't need him, and that is aging. A man just dropped and broke his wrist. What if he was on the field? How is he going to play football then? Another mistake England made. Declan Rice. Yes, Declan Rice can hold it in the middle, but Declan Rice is very, very tired, yo. Declan Rice is very, very tired. All that football for Arsenal coming over, he is very tired. Okay. Now, Argentina. Argentina is a very good team. And Argentina has the excellence of Lionel Messi. They do. They have reached the final. Hats off to them for reaching the finals. Hats off to them for reaching the third consecutive finals, I think. That is very impressive. That is very impressive, right? The defense is collectively good. Midfield is good. And there's not much you can say about Argentina. Apart from the fact that Alvarez, he has not done much, along with Martinez. We expected more from them. But other than that, reaching the finals is the pinnacle. It's either you win or you lose. That's just it. Spain though. Spain is the side that believe in the youth, give the youth a chance, and that is what happened. Because Spain listened to Alex Ferguson 4 years ago and said, look, the game is going to get younger and faster. So those who think that you can be 45, 41 and you're going to sprint with these youngsters, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. No. This is where something get kind of nice for some other teams. FIFA has decided to raise the amount to 64. At least they are considering to have 64 teams. One of the main reasons for this, more teams means more games. More games mean more money. FIFA is smart. More money means they can give all the countries around the world more money to boost their chances next time around. Now, where will the next World Cup be kept? The next World Cup will be kept in Morocco. It's going to be 3 nations again. Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. Just imagine now. Champions are going to be hosting the next World Cup. The defense is on already. They are already in favor already to win it again. So, will Spain defend their title in Spain successfully? That's one question. Another question. Will Portugal carry Ronaldo again for 2030 at the age of 45? Will Morocco showcase their talent and show they are a force to be reckoned with in this team? It's all coming. It's all coming. Yeah, this 2026 World Cup was very good, very enjoyable. This 2026 World Cup made 1 month look very, very short. We enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Free kick.